Okay, I admit it. I was wrong. The CleopaTROLLed event is actually pretty amazing. This might be one of the best events ever released. I am not being sarcastic. Really, it's quite good. Here's why. You get key fragments from bosses, monsters, and gathering. At this point, it's pretty common knowledge that the keys can be disassembled. In fact, even the key pieces can be disassembled, which is even more effective. Disassembling a key piece gets you 2 super resource chests. Each super resource chest gets you about 400,000 to 800,000 resources total. So each individual key fragment is valued at approximately 1 million resources. That's pretty cool, right? Still, that's not really new information. I did a bit of reflecting this morning, followed by a bit of testing. Here's what I figured out. The drop rate from key fragments is the same across all levels of bosses, monsters, and resource tiles. That's such a big oversight by the developers, and I know that it's just a matter of time before it gets patched because they can never allow a good thing to stay in the game for long. What does this mean? This means that you can go off to an unoccupied location in the middle of the nether regions of the world map and farm level 1 and level 2 tiles all day to get a ridiculous amount of resources. Let's break it down. A level 1 tile with pretty poor gathering speed should take approximately 2 minutes to gather. Let's add a minute to that for marching to and from the tile and just call it 3 minutes. On its own, a level 1 tile is a waste of time. 40,000 resources is a very small amount, and even adding an extra 20,000 from Queen Jindiok doesn't really improve that. However, a level 1 tile can drop anywhere between 0 to 4 key pieces. The drop rate for these pieces is actually quite high as well. It's pretty rare to not come back with at least 1 key piece from a tile. Since each key fragment is valued at approximately 1 million resources, you're returning with 1,060,000 resources from a level 1 tile every 3 minutes on the low end. That's 353,333 resources per minute for a single march. 6 marches means you are earning 2,119,998 per minute across all your marches. That's 127,199,880 for every hour that you gather. 12 hours of gathering? 398,560 resources, which will average to about 380 million of each type. The event lasts for 10 days total. If you had the energy to pull off 12-hour shifts of low-level tile farming for 10 days in a row, you will have gathered over 15 billion resources in total. That's a lot, like a lot. The best part about this is that it costs no stamina and is relatively effortless. I've been sending the tiles all the way up to level 4 because they are pretty quick even at that level. So again, I admit I was wrong. The CleopaTROLLed event is quite possibly one of the best events Evony has ever released, just not in the way they intended for it to be played. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.